Hey everyone, retro gaming enthusiasts, adrenaline junkies, and maybe even anime aficionados. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a name that evokes raw power and lightning speed, Thunderbolt. But when we talk about Thunderbolt video games, what exactly are we talking about? Buckle up because we're about to untangle the sparks of video game history. For many old-school gamers, Thunderbolt immediately rhymes with Operation Thunderbolt. Released in arcades in 1988 by the legendary Taito, this light gun shooter was the supercharged sequel to Operation Wolf. Imagine, you and a friend, guns in hand, on a commando mission to rescue hostages from a ruthless terrorist group. Operation Thunderbolt pushed immersion with its pseudo-3D scrolling and non-stop action. The explosions were massive, enemies came from everywhere, and the pressure was constant. Whether in the stifling jungles or the fortified enemy bases, each level was a real challenge for your reflexes and coordination. And let's face it, who hasn't dreamed of wielding those huge light guns in the dark and noisy arcades? The SNES port allowed a new generation to discover this frantic action, even if the experience with a dedicated light gun remained unmatched. But Thunderbolt wasn't limited to the thrills of the arcade. In 1992, a lesser-known but equally intriguing title emerged, Mission: Thunderbolt. Born in the depths of mainframe computers before being commercially released on Mac and Windows, this game was a pure product of the roguelike era. Imagine a world generated randomly with each playthrough, where exploration, resource management, and permadeath were the key elements. In Mission: Thunderbolt, every decision mattered, every encounter could be fatal. Its strategic approach and infinite replayability made it a captivating title for those looking for a more cerebral and demanding experience. Far less visually flamboyant than its arcade cousin, Mission, Thunderbolt is nevertheless a flash of brilliance in roguelike history. More recently, shoot-'em-up enthusiasts were able to rediscover the name Thunderbolt with the QU Byte classics. Thunderbolt Collection on Nintendo Switch in 2022. This compilation pays homage to a series of vertical scrolling shoot-'em-ups originally released in 1995. Expect frantic action, waves of enemies to shoot down, formidable bosses, and a good dose of die and retry, as we love it in the genre. These games, although less known to the general public, perpetuate the Thunderbolt spirit with their intensity and breakneck pace. It's a nice reminder for shmup fans and an opportunity to discover forgotten titles. But the name Thunderbolt also resonates in the world of Japanese animation. We notably think of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, an OVA series with a dark and intense visual style set during the One-Year War with particularly brutal mobile suit battles. Although there isn't a dedicated video game bearing this title, the mechs and characters from Thunderbolt have made notable appearances in Gundam crossover games like Super Robot Wars. But the name Thunderbolt also resonates in the world of Japanese animation. We notably think of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, an OVA series with a dark and intense visual style, set during the One-Year War with particularly brutal mobile suit battles. Although there isn't a dedicated video game bearing this title, the mechs and characters from Thunderbolt have made notable appearances in Gundam crossover games like Super Robot Wars. So there you have it. The next time you hear the word Thunderbolt in the context of video games, you'll know that it can evoke different eras and different genres. The explosive arcade action of Operation Thunderbolt, the rogue-like depth of Mission. Thunderbolt, the frantic vertical shoot-'em-up of the Thunderbolt collection, and even the animated epics of Gundam Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt Fantasy. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe for more dives into video game history, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.